Peace, wholeness, love, and light. I'm Nudiamonds here with a full moon and Gemini energy reading. I hope everyone out there is doing well. And let's jump into it. Super excited, super happy to be doing this. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. Love everyone. Send everyone lots of love and light. So, yes, we have this beautiful full moon in Gemini in Sagittarius season. Shout out to all the Sagittariuses. Happy birthday as we are in the midst of this beautiful transformational energy. This is all about your mind, getting in tune with your mind, okay? Sagittarius season is all about that higher mind, philosophy, higher education, wisdom. And Gemini is all about that conscious mind, thinking, communicating. And how are you communicating with their higher mind? How are you elevating your mind at this time? And I feel like this is such a good time to implement certain tools and practices that you have cultivated over these few years of your spiritual journey, just remembering those things to help you elevate past certain experiences during this time. So this is where I also start my December detox. Okay, so I'll be fasting all of December, just eating fruits, vegetables, alkaline grains. Anyone who is feeling called or would like to join, do it on your own. You know, it doesn't have to be for the whole month. It could be for a week, fast for a day, however you want to do it. But if you guys would like to join my Discord group where we drop lots of gems and we just join this beautiful community of everyone doing this together, you can Cash App me, PayPal me, or send me $5, minimum $5. And with that, attach your email and I will send you a Discord link. It's going to be a beautiful transformation this month as we go into this Gregorian New Year in the midst of this winter exchange. So yeah, I've been feeling really good. I'm on my tea, okay? Yeah, you see it is dark and bitter. It's real good and healthy. So this is all about enlightenment. This is all about, you know, illuminating those different parts of your mind and releasing things that needs to be released at this time, okay? So let's jump into it. I got a lot of notes, okay? Your girl was in full channel mode. Okay, your girl was in full channel mode. And I really want to share some notes, some channel messages that I got with you guys. They were very, very important as I've been feeling the shifts. I know you guys have been feeling the shifts. Shout out to all of the members, okay? Shout out to Soul Tribe. And shout out to everyone out there who's just been putting in this work consistently, okay? So let's deep dive, all right? So this will be happening on the 4th. Okay, so December 4th is when we are in the midst or the peak of this full moon energy. And I said this is a portal from within, a hidden portal from within. This is a crossover. And this is a huge transitional state for your mind, your body, your soul, and your spirit. As once you get into this beautiful divine alignment with yourself, with their conscious mind, your subconscious mind, you could tap into your higher mind at this time, okay? So I said illuminating the mind, the higher, the lower, and listening and communicating with their higher mind, your lower mind, your body, your spirit, your soul at this time to activate hidden parts of your soul and activating a hidden portal that lies from within you at this time, okay? You're going to be going through a huge breakthrough. So a lot of us may already be feeling this huge breakthrough energy. Is just this feeling like you've entered in a new space, entered in a new time, entered in something new, this rebirth from within you at this time, okay? Not quite feeling yourself, feeling good. You know, it depends on what it is that you're releasing, what it is that you're detoxing, and just really centering that within yourself and your mind to continue to elevate. All right, so no matter what you're going through, hold your head up, still be grounded in this reality, and just keep pushing through. All right. I said, this is another initiation. Yeah, you guys, you know, once you start this spiritual journey, it don't never really end. Once you start this healing journey, this enlightenment, it's never ending. It's a beautiful thing. All we do is keep transforming as we enter in this new metamorphosis with ourself, this new evolution with ourself. Those phoenixes are rising from within us. That kundalini is rising within us as we activate this Christ consciousness, as we activate our life force energy and alchemize that energy at this time and using it for our highest good. Not a sense of manipulating that energy to take advantage of things, but to activate our heart's desires and become those magnetic magicians that we are, okay? So, yes, I said another initiation starts now within the mind. This is all about the mind, okay? It's the key to the golden gate, and the golden gate is the heart, okay? Free your mind and find your balance with your divine feminine and your divine masculine. Now, this could be from within yourself, right? That left brain, that right brain, that light, that dark, that higher, that lower, right? Or this could be a sense of outside of you, right? If you're looking for a partner, if you have a partner, balancing that out, okay? And then also with source, okay? And your ancestors and your angels. So really getting in tune with all of these different aspects of your mind. The mind governs everything, right? If someone has your mind, they have control of you. They have control of everything, because what the mind does, the body follows. Okay, so yeah, you want to get in tune with your mind, your body, your spirit, your soul, but you really want to start with the mind. It doesn't matter what you're doing with the body. If your mind isn't together, okay, yeah, get it together, Soul Tribe. Okay, yeah, this gonna be one of them ones. We about to deep dive. All right, so yes, freeing your mind and finding balance with your masculine and feminine, because a cycle is complete. A huge cycle is complete because you have activated this discipline within the mind, this awareness within the mind, okay? Cycle is complete from the lower self, the lower level, the subconscious mind of your body, your soul. You've been doing alchemy, and the sacrifices that you had to make to get there, that is the reward. That is the gift. You are the reward and you are the gift. This is a huge success for a lot of us who've been trying to push through these self-sabotaging ways, okay? And it isn't losing control of the body, it's losing control of the mind, okay? That's where that discipline comes in. This is why we detox. This is why we've been sacrificing. This is why we have been purging, cleansing at this time, is to rid certain things of our mind, our cells, our body that no longer resonate with us as we step into this new paradigm, this new timeline, this new realm, this new essence, that 5D, all of that good stuff. It starts with the mind. It's all here, all right? And you got the key. Don't forget, okay? So I said, you are the gift that keeps on giving. All right, you are the gift that keeps on giving because you tap into this enlightenment within yourself. That is a gift within itself. You being aware is a gift from within itself, okay? And Source gave you a gift to use and to share. All right, so whatever talents you have, whatever gifts you have, they aren't to hoard, they are to share with the world. So do not dim your light at this time. Whatever goals, whatever special talents that you have, whatever sets your heart on fire from within yourself, let that inner light shine at this time. Something will be illuminated with your gifts, your talents at this time that may need to be shared. And not being afraid to share those things, no matter what it is, okay? Do what you feel called to do. This is just notes that I have to share, all right? So when you feel confident, when you have enough courage, you're able to come and speak out freely and be that leader, that lit leader that we're all meant to be when we tap within our own divinity at this time, okay? And when you share these gifts, you will be taken care of, okay? So A lot of us have our own unique gifts, our own unique talents, our own unique energy signature, our own unique soul, our own unique spirit. And when we share those gifts, like for instance, me, right? I come on here and I just share knowledge, I share wisdom, I share experiences. And that's just me, sharing from my heart, right? These YouTube videos are for free. If you guys would like to donate, that's something that you guys do. But I'm just sharing these videos out of the kindness of my heart, out of the love that I have. And I'm sharing my gifts, right? I'm sharing my knowledge. I'm sharing my wisdom. And by me doing that, by me just sharing my gifts, right? I share my jewelry, I share my art. The divine has opened up a new pathway for me that I'm so thankful for, that I never would have thought in a million years I'd be so excited just to share experiences and they resonate with people. That is a gift from within itself. I'm healing myself and I'm also helping others heal themselves. I'm shining my light and helping others to remember to shine their light, okay? Or remembering, helping people remember, right? Reminding you, hey, get your stuff together. Hey, it's going to be these energies in the atmosphere. Hey, do that detox. If you're feeling called to do something, hey, if you're seeing some red flags, if you're in a toxic situation, you may need to leave it because that's all a part of self-love. I got you, right? I got you because I got me. I love myself, and people who love themselves and value themselves can see that reflection within me. See that reflection within themselves, right? We're all reflections. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. I'm seeing orbs already, okay? So, yeah, this is all about finding that divine light that resides from within you, and I'm reflecting that. And the more that you're able to shine your light on others and enlighten others, not as a sense of your ego, but just doing it from your heart, the divine will take care of you. Source will take care of you in many abundant ways, not just money, not just recognition. This abundance that comes from the divine is infinite and endless. It's all type of things that have opened up for me just by me sharing my gifts, okay? So message. That's a message for somebody, all right? So let me repeat what I said. The sacrifices you had to make to get here, that is the reward. You are the gift that keeps giving, and Source gave you a gift to use and share. You will be taken care of as you already are, and this is something that happens in all ways. In all ways, okay? This is something that happens always, in all ways, okay? Because y'all know your girl gonna drop the metaphors, okay? All right. And you are always loved, okay? You are always cared for. And there's a sense of this divine love, this divine nourishment that is coming in for a lot of us, is pouring into a lot of us at this time, all right? And I can't shake it. I was trying to ignore it during the reading, and Spirit put a whole lockdown on love, right? This the love lockdown, all right? Own my energy to channel out this love message that is here and that is present. I'm going to deep dive into that a little bit later, but love is here for you. Love is here for you, and this doesn't have to be a sense of something external, even though it is, okay? It is about external love. Being loved from the divine, being loved from others, not a sense of wanting that, but getting that, okay? And also loving yourself, period, knowing your worth, okay? Knowing you are of high value, not from the things that you have, not from the things that you can give someone. You are of high value because of your heart, because of your spirit, because of your mind, because of your essence, okay? Drop some gems in the chat. If you know you are high value, shout out to the Soul Tribe, okay? So, yes, I said, love in all ways is coming in. This is that electromagnetic energy. Ooh, and it can't be denied, all right? It's this divine source code energy that is coming into us, activating our hearts, expanding our aura fields, that is making us electromagnetic, okay? You got the glow, you got the shine, you got the energy. They don't know what it is about you. You don't know what it is about them. Yeah, that's that chosen one energy. That's that God frequency. That's that source code that's been activated from within you, from within them, from within the soul tribe, that cannot be denied, okay? You can't really explain it. It's this magnetic energy. Yeah, you got the glow. And it's going to be a highly attractive time for the chosen ones, for those who chose themselves to put in the work, to have that discipline. All right, ain't nothing more attractive than a disciplined man or a disciplined woman that's confident. All right, it's I'll get into that later, but if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. All right, that confidence, that discipline, it's like, ooh, yes. That's the one. That's the one. Because if anybody who's able to fall under the flesh, they have no control of themselves, right? You got to have, a little bit more discipline. You got to work on yourself. Discipline is a key to these higher realms and higher access, right? In this realm of free will, that is something that is valued highly in the spiritual realm, is discipline, okay? So I said, yes, this electromagnetic energy is going to be very high at this time. And it's going to be attracting in a lot of abundance, a lot of love, a lot of prosperity, a lot of bliss, a lot of people, a lot of things, good and bad. So this is where you use that good discernment energy and all of those tools that you have acquired on this journey, remembering to use those, right? As far as process of elimination, pros and cons, etc., etc. All right, seeing certain patterns, and you're also going to be seeing a lot of synchronicities at this time. So just pay attention. And that was a main thing Spirit kept saying, was pay attention. Because attention is a new currency. Pay attention. Did y'all catch the bar again? Okay, so yes, I said electromagnetic energy, synchronicities, and attracting. Be mindful of tax. Be mindful of just certain energies, leeches, lower vibrational energies that see your light. It's like moths to a flame, right? You highly magnetic at this time, so you're going to be attracting things. We are divinely protected and divinely guided at all times, but just be aware, right? And this is where people can F around and find out. This that F around and find out energy. So, and that's on a good tip. You can F around and find out on some good things, or you can F around and find out on a lower note. Okay. All right. So this is due to your light and your love and your energy. Okay. It is undeniable. You have been drinking from the elixir of life. You have become the elixir of life due to that alchemy work that you've been doing on yourself. Okay. And this is that karma, right? People like say, oh, karma's a bitch. Karma, karma, karma. I love karma. Okay, I know I'm planting a lot of good seeds. I'm doing a lot of good work. Yeah, karma rain down on me. Rain them gems on me. It's time to make it rain. Okay, and we're stepping into that abundant timeline where we receive a lot of karmic retribution from all of the good deeds, all of the good work that we put in. And it's not a sense of doing those deeds for external validation, for ulterior motives, looking for something. Right? No, we're just giving out of the kindness of our hearts. And this is the good karma that comes back to us. Okay? Karmic retribution. All right? This is ancestral inheritance, right? From you being the cure, from you being a one, from you being a healer, from you being a shaman, from you being an alchemist, from you being a star seed, light worker, indigo, rainbow, empress, emperor, goddess, God that you are, right? Whatever spiritual beliefs, whatever religious beliefs, whatever you think you are, that is who you are. So apply that. And the more that you get in tune with that higher frequency and that higher vibration, and you hold on to that, yeah, you become that. You become that beacon of light that you know you are. And you're going to be radiating that light more than ever. And with that light radiating, you attract other people on that same frequency. You attract things on that higher vibration. Because the heart is that main attractor. I want to attract someone that's resonating with my heart, with my mind, with my frequency. And that's how we got here with the Soul Tribe, okay? Shout out to the Soul Tribe. Shout out to the members. I love y'all so much, okay? So yes, this is where karma is at play. And a lot of us are going to be seeing instant karma. And you know how people say, oh, instant gratification. That's on a lower level. When you're doing divine things and acts of the divine, there's going to be instant gratification and instant karma. You're going to see things turn around faster than ever. Whatever seeds you plant, it's like that magical beanstalk growing right now. It's going to be magical, mystical things that cannot be explained during this time, because this is that portal, right? Gemini is the pillars. They're your mind, their temple. The temple's right here, the light right here, right? This controls the body, because the body is a temple, right? That is the portal that you're able to walk through, Sagittarius. When you focus on what it is that you're aiming, what's your target? That's the bullseye. When you hit it, when you've been focused on that target, on that goal. All right? So this is where a lot of things are instantly manifested. So be careful what you wish for, because you're going to get it. And you better be ready for what you asked for, okay? I'm just the messenger, all right? So just be mindful, as time is of an illusion right now. Time is, we just had daylight saving time. I don't know how the hell you could save time. Daylight saving time, I don't know. Put light in a jar. I don't know what type of crazy Gregorian things they be doing, crazy ass rituals. This is where you make your own ritual. And you know that time is of the essence right now. So use your time wisely, all right? But this is going to seem like you're in and out of a time portal, in and out of time warps, time loops, wormholes, time dilation, lots of deja vu, lots of daydreaming, and lots of Mandela effects. So this is when you're timeline jumping and you're quantum leaping, and you entered in the quantum field within your spirit. Okay, and your spirit is maneuvering through different frequencies and energies, and you're feeling the effects of that in the physical realm. Okay, so do not be alarmed. Do not be afraid. This is what you asked for. Okay, you asked to level up. Don't be afraid when you start leveling up and you start jumping dimensions and you start releasing old things and releasing old people. This is what you asked for. This is that good karma that's paying out. You asked to level up. You asked to heal. This is everything that comes with it. Be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it. Okay. All right. With 2244 on the time. All right. So yes, be mindful. This is a time where we break through those illusions, right? Time is an illusion. And what are illusions? Illusions are things that we set expectations for, or we get distracted by, or false evidence appearing real with our eyes, right? So you have to be mindful of what you're consuming at this time. Make sure that you're consuming high vibrational things, high vibrational music, right? Listening to high vibrational things, doing high vibrational things. Okay, whatever that looks like for you. Make sure that you're engaging in high vibrational things at this time and alchemizing that energy for good. Okay, and be mindful of who you let in your environment, as consumption isn't just what you're eating. Consumption is what you're watching, what you're smelling, the energy that you're around. Make sure that you protect yourself when you go outside. I see more chemtrails than ever. Yeah, it's that flu season. So be mindful. Okay? Be very mindful of your health. Health is crucial right now, right? What you're listening to, mental health, physical health, sexual health, financial health, emotional health, health on all levels. Be mindful. I gave y'all the warning. That time. Because with this controlling your mind, yeah, people want to control your mind. Okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification so you know when I go live and when I make posts. All right? Your girl's about to... All right. So, I said time is of an illusion. This is where you trust your intuition. Okay. Trusting your intuition is going to be very key during this time. Okay. So if something may not feel right, something looks a little off, right? This AI playing more tricks than ever. Right? I don't know if it's real or not. I'm just off of certain social media platforms because I don't even got time to be trying to trick my mind. And the mind doesn't know if it's real or not. Your subconscious mind doesn't know if it's real or not. Right? You just taking in all of this information. Be mindful, detox from something. If you feel a little overwhelmed, if you feel a little overstimulated, and not in a good way, detox, purge, cleanse, take a break. Go for a walk, get out in nature, get grounded. If it's too cold, go into meditation, start drawing, start writing. It's no excuses, right? We don't make excuses. We all about finding solutions. All right. All right. And I said, with that intuition is tuition, right? So tapping into this sense of higher learning, this higher education to pay yourself in the future. By you doing the work now, right? That is that sacrifice. That is that debt. A lot of us paid a lot of karmic debt, right? That tuition in this huge spiritual ascension class that we're in, right? Earth is a spiritual school of elevation. This is where you get your masters, okay? This is a time for the masters, right? Those spiritual masters, those ascended masters. And that tuition comes from that intuition and trusting that and listening to that and following those gut instincts at this time to help guide you down a higher, clearer path of clarity with yourself. So that way you can really, truly, fully know who you are, know thyself, right? It's all about paying attention to certain patterns, certain cycles, certain things, not to judge them, just to observe them, okay? This tea is very, very bitter, which is so, so good for the body. Yes, sacrifice. Sacrifices certain things to elevate at this time, all right? So, yes. I said illusions, initiation, intuition, tuition to enter in a school of thought. This is huge spiritual training for the master students. Okay. And when the master, how do you become a master? You're a master student. You were a student first, right? You had to learn. And the more that you learn, the more that you grow, the more that you grow, the more that you know, right? And that knowledge turns into wisdom, and that wisdom turns into understanding, right? So this is all about you growing on your own journey, going on your own journey, following that calling, following that mission, and executing it, right? And this is, that master-student relationship and that student and master relationship, because it is symbiotic and there has to be some type of connection with this passion, this desire, this fire when it comes to learning, when it comes to growing at this time. And that will be very much so present. So I've been reading a lot. I've been writing a lot. I've been deep diving a lot. That's just something that a lot of us are going to feel, this hunger for knowledge as we're in the school of thought, deep diving within ourselves and deep diving into other philosophies and ideologies at this time. All right. So this is a great time just to feed your brain, feed your soul, and get that divine nourishment in all ways at this time. Okay. This is where a lot of us go from the bottom to the top. Lots of love and ether pouring in from the galactic center in the Milky Way to nourish our souls. This is divine nourishment. Now, excuse me. I say that because during, sorry, y'all. It's that tea. It's clearing out the mucus already. So I can speak clearly. When I was just writing these notes, because these are just notes. These are just channeled notes. Whenever I say, okay, I'm about to deep dive into a full moon in Gemini. What's the full moon in Gemini messages? boom, I just start getting, I just start writing, right? So I'm so deep into scrying. I'm so deep into the message. I'm just scrying, writing. It hits a point where I get caught in a daydream. And as I'm daydreaming, I see Gemini. I see the actual alignment of Gemini, right? And spirit takes me out into the ethers, out into the galaxy, out into the stars. And I'm like, okay, I'm being pulled somewhere. And because I stopped writing everything. So spirit pulls me into the Gemini constellation. And then it shows me Orion. And then it shows Sirius, because they're all connected. Gemini lays on the shoulders of Orion. Okay. And right next to Orion's belt is the alignment with the Canis Major star system, which is AKA Sirius, AKA Anubis, AKA the underworld, right? And then Spirit took me into the Sirius constellation, and it showed me this big blue orb, which is Sirius B, their major star. And it said soul, right? So I'm like, okay, this is where our souls come from, right? This is where our spirits are animated from. They come from Sirius, right? That's Sirius is our sun, right? Our sun, mother, right? So this is a whole metaphor. This is some deep metaphysical, esoteric stuff, knowledge that I still be trying to wrap my head around. But Spirit was like, yeah, Sirius is our son's mother, and that's where our souls come from. See, it's a huge metaphor, right? And I'm like, okay. And then Spirit showed me directly across from Gemini, because this is the portal. This is where the souls come in from, right? It comes from that Sirius constellation. And directly across is Sagittarius, right? And what lies in Sagittarius is the Milky Way galaxy, right? So this is that divine nourishment. This is where the soul is animated from the spirit, because that galaxy, that Milky Way galaxy, is that black hole, right? This is that balance, that divine masculine, that divine feminine, that fire, that air, right? That creates the spark of life, right? With that water, because we're about to enter in this winter season, right? And the cosmos is water, right? This as above, so below energy, right? This etheric energy. So I just want to share that with y'all, because I feel like that's exactly what's going to be happening. Once I deep dive into the astrological alignments, it'll make a little bit more sense. But, you know, Gemini and Sagittarius are polar opposites of one another. And there's this huge gateway that is open as we're in the midst of this Milky Way galaxy, center of the galaxy energy. There's a lot of cosmic energy coming in from the center of the Milky Way galaxy, the center of the central sun. All right. So yeah, y'all, it's going to be a lot of things that pour in this winter, energetic wise. And I just want to best prepare you guys for this as much as I can, because a lot of people have been feeling this energy and they don't really know what it is. It's not only the solar flares. It's not only the energy on Earth. This is cosmic energy. This is divine energy and divine nourishment that's pouring into all of us. Some of us like to call it God, you know, Holy Ghost particles, Christ consciousness. It's a lot of different names for this energy, but I just like to call it, it's, you know, carbon, it's ether, it's in the atmosphere, and it's what we're inhaling, it's what we're feeling, it's on us and it's in us, and it's being activated from within. So if you start feeling a little something around this time, it's because you're feeling this hidden energy that cannot be seen with eyes, with certain light. This is like ultraviolet light, gamma ray energy that is pouring in that cannot be detected by a certain technology. Okay, it's just something that you feel. It's something that is activated from within. And if you know, you know. If you feel it, you feel it. And if the message resonates, it resonates. All right, but it's going to be a lot of energy pouring in at this time. I can't stress that enough. All right, so all right. So yeah, I said it's gonna be lots of love. Kundalini energy too. Kundalini energy, very present. Life force energy, sexual energy, creative energy. Yeah, a lot of crown loads, a lot of downloads, a lot of uploads, a lot of epiphanies, a lot of gifts. All right. But I said from the bottom to the top, lots of love, ether pouring in from the galactic center, the Milky Way, to nourish our souls. This is divine nourishment. And everything that comes with it. And when I said that, I seen Aladdin with the lamp when Jafar was like, I want to be the greatest sorcerer in the world. He was like, okay, you want to be the greatest sorcerer? You got to take everything that come with it. So be careful what you ask for. Okay? Because you just might get it. And when you get it, you got to take everything that come along with it. All right? So yeah, don't be complaining when you start getting famous, when you start blowing up, and you ain't got no privacy because you wanted to be famous. Don't be crying when you want to be this holistic healer and you on another part of the mission and you still healing, you still detoxing, okay? Don't be mad when you ask to level up your love life and now you're celibate and you more in tune with yourself and you're feeling a little bit lonely. Well, you asked to be healed. You asked to level up. You asked for this. You are the cause of this effect. We don't complain. We give grace. We give gratitude. We give thanks because this is what we ask for. We are those master manifestors. We are those magicians. We are those alchemists. We are those shamans. We are who we think we are. So time to step in your power confidently. All right. This is the next level. This is the level up, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all we about to come up out of this like superheroes that that powers can't be turned off. But this is like that last initiation. Okay. So I said, yeah, and everything that comes with it. This is the genie in the lamp, right? This is that soul, that essence, your essence being activated from sacrifice of certain things within the body to animate your spirit. And that's how you get in tune with granting yourself these wishes or getting in tune with your spirit guides, getting in tune with your ancestors, getting in tune with whatever highly benevolent beings or entities that you work with at this time to bring down and manifest those dreams and turn those dreams into a reality. And I know I'm on one because my bird outside and I ain't heard my bird in so long. Oh my gosh, y'all. Tweety's out there. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. Shout out to the Day Ones. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Message. Okay, yeah. Pay attention to the signs, the symbols, and the synchronicities. Divine messages will be pouring in at this time. Okay. Okay. I also said, because y'all, for the past couple days, I've been hearing say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Dun, 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 dun. I heard you snitched on the player, man. Say it ain't so. I've been hearing that song like, and I'm like, yo, why do I keep hearing this song? Like, and when I hear certain songs, see certain visions, see certain messages, that means that it's very prominent in the collective energy, right? So this could be a time where some things are being revealed that will have you in disbelief in a good way and in a bad way. But Spirit kept giving me, this is something of good, whether it's bad or not, because something bad being revealed to you is good, right? Something that's been hidden for a long time that comes out as a shock, comes out as a tower, comes out as some type of negative, really is a positive because now you are aware of it, right? It's like, oh, someone's, just hypothetically speaking, oh, someone's cheating on me and I didn't know they were cheating, but now I know. you may have this sense of heartache, this heartbreak, but essentially, hell yeah, thank you for revealing that something toxic, something hidden like that was going on. So now I won't be oblivious to what the hell was really going on. Okay, so it's really good. It's going to be a lot of unexpected things that happen during this time. And overall, it's for the level up, it's for the better. Okay. But I said these are all about blessings coming in, blessings coming in. All right. So be careful what you wish for. Right. You want to know the truth. You want to know all of these things. Yeah. Be aware. Yeah, be careful what you wish for, because it just might get it. And 9 times out of 10, if you put in the work, it's gonna happen. All right. So hope you're ready to receive. We in that receiving energy. Okay. All right. And I said, this is hidden things coming in. Now, this is where spirit made me stop and tap into this love energy, because I was trying to go around it, right? And that let me know I still got some work to do when it comes to opening up to receive love message. Yeah, because y'all know I'm very transparent, very open, and I'm always vulnerable with y'all, right? So Spirit said, love is coming and it will not be ignored. And I was like, oh, Spirit. Spirit was like, no, it's coming and you're not going to ignore this message. You're not going to put this love message to the side. Yeah, love is coming in, and this is going to be love from within. You already established that love from within. You already know your worth. You already know your value. You're going to be attracting partners. With an S. Partners. And you have to use your discernment whether this is someone who you want to work with, right? Whether that be on a love relationship, a business relationship, a friendship. See, this is ships coming in on all levels, right? That abundance pouring in from that love of pouring into yourself, from that love of pouring into whatever projects investing in at this time, any projects you've been investing in at this time, you're going to see an influx of that come in. Okay, that's a ship, right? Waiting on my ships to arrive, waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for that cargo ship. Yeah, give me that abundance. We want it, want it now, right? It's my money and I want it now, right? So this is that part of that spiritual agreement that you made with yourself coming in. Okay, also the ships that are coming in, relationships, partnerships, friendships. Okay, that relationship thing branched off, and it could be love relationships, business ships, friendships, love mates, okay, soul tribe, soulmates, and it's all different branches. It's infinite, right? It's like the tree of life. I'm seeing a tree of life, and it's infinite branches that are connected to this ship energy. And then Spirit said, and don't forget the last ship, the mothership, okay? Spaceships, right? And I love that because there's been so much talk about, you know, Three-Eye Atlas and comets and the clouds and just certain cloak ships that are coming in than ever before. And people aren't being seemed as crazy anymore. People are just observing and opening up to infinite possibilities, which is really beautiful at this time. But there's going to be a lot of different things that open up our mind, right? These are all experiences to help open up our mind at this time. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of ships. And when I said spaceship, it's this space, allowing space for relationships to enter in, right? Whether that is with a spirit guide, whether that is with the angel, whether that is with a beloved entity, whether that is with source, right? The cosmos, mother nature, daughter nature, mother earth, planets, right? Relationships with yourself, relationship with the cosmos, relationship with the mycelium network, relationships on all levels, including yourself. Okay. Woo. There we go. It was something there. I was trying to get to it. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, self. Okay. So I said, love is coming. That will not be ignored. Divine love, relationships with self, source, and people, A love relationship will bloom unexpected. A love relationship will bloom unexpectedly. So don't go looking for love. Diamond said love is coming. Where he at? Where she at? Don't go looking for it, because we don't chase, we attract. You're attracting it. It's coming to you. If you feel this pull towards it, it's okay to engage, but don't chase. You chase the bag away. You're going to chase them away, sis. You're going to chase them away, bro. Just take it easy. Hold your horses. All right, it's going to happen in divine timing. And that's the best timing. That's the time I want to be on. I want to be on divine time. I want everything to be in divine alignment, right? If it's meant for me, then it will be. If it's meant for you, then it will be. Destiny cannot be denied. Your destiny cannot be denied. What is destined cannot be denied, okay? And I keep getting like this window of opportunity, but and some people like to say, oh, sometimes things don't come back around. Sometimes you only got one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity come once in a lifetime. You better. Yeah, it's that. So if you feel a nudge for something, go for it. But don't overly do something. Don't be desperate, right? We don't want no desperate energy. You don't want to conjure up that energy in your auric field. If something is meant to be, it will be. If you feel an urge, if you feel a nudge, if you feel a divine message, a divine urge, because I'm getting a sense of not being impulsive, but following your intuition. There we go. That's it. Thank you, Spirit. You got to find a balance within that energy at this time, because you don't want to be doing things to satisfy the ego. You want to do things to satisfy your soul. You want to do things to satisfy your spirit. So if you get a sense of spiritual nourishment at this time, and really deep dive into the layers of where this energy, where this urge, where this message, where this desire is coming from, then you could fully let that flower bloom, is what I'm getting. And with that love coming in, and love relationships will bloom unexpectedly. I was really picking up on bloom. When do flowers bloom? Flowers bloom in spring, right? Which is the reason why June is attributed to love, because roses are at full bloom in June. Okay, so I'm kind of getting I picked up on a future timeline. Something will be at full bloom and blossoming even more in June with love. So this could be a time where you meet up with a friend. They're going to be cloaked, right? That's how Spirit do me. Spirit always cloak a love partner. And I don't even see them till they in my face. And I'm like, oh, damn it. I didn't even see you coming. You done caught me slipping. Now I done fell in love. What type of shit is this? But 9 times out of 10, Spirit is going to be cloaking a partner as a friend for you to build something sustainable, for you to build a foundation. Okay. Now, if the energy is there, the energy is there. But Spirit is saying, don't rush, hop, jump, skip, sleep. Right? You really want to take your time, because that's a part of breaking those old karmic loops. That's a part of breaking past those old experiences, those old patterns, those old cycles when it comes to love and self-love. And that's a thing that a lot of us have been working on, because a lot of this stems from our inner childhood trauma. Yeah, we're going to go there. Sorry, y'all. Trigger warning. So the more we get in tune with healing ourselves and healing our inner child, we become aware of these narcissistic tendencies, because we all have them. We all want to be validated. We all want to be seen, right? We all want attention. As a kid, kids want attention. And when we don't get that attention as a kid, we become these attention-seeking adults, teenagers, that affects our life. And we are paying attention to those patterns and those loops right now. We're breaking free of them. A lot of those old Spirit, give me the words. A lot of those old wounds have been healed, but since they've been healed, we're still integrating the new timelines. So what Spirit is giving me, like, we already learned from the past. We've healed from those wounds, but now we're implementing how to be aware and break free of those patterns. Okay. It's kind of like you know your type, and you know your type not good for you, right? So instead of just dating your type, you don't date them, and that is you breaking through the loop because you know better, right? It's a whole process of healing Spirit is giving me, right? So when you heal, now you have to sit back and be in isolation so you can integrate the lesson, right? And when you integrate the lesson, now you know. So when you run into it in real life, then you could take action, right? Because the lesson isn't truly learned unless you apply action and unless you are tested in the real world to see if you learned the lesson. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so that was a message for a lot of us. And I'm saying that because that's something I've been working on and pushing through. Like I said, I ain't afraid to be vulnerable on here. All right, I love y'all. All right, this is we doing low-key healing sessions too. All right, so shout out to the Soul Tribe. Drop some gems if that message resonate. And if it don't resonate, then you know, congratulations, you leveled up. You already, you know your self-value, know your self-worth, and you're able to love yourself, and you're going to get what you desire. You're going to get what you deserve. For those who are still working on that, continue to work on your journey, you know, and continue to heal. A wise man knows he knows nothing at all. So you can never stop learning. You can never stop growing. Okay. So yes, Spirit, I'm going to read it one more time. Love is coming that will not be ignored. This could be internally, externally, or with the divine. Divine love relationships with self, source, and people. A love relationship will bloom unexpectedly. Unexpected things will happen. Do not look. It will come. Spring. You deserve it. You are worth it. And your inner work and outer work and inner light and outer light is calling those who resonate with your aura and resonate with your energy. This includes upgrades and gifts in all ways. This is a preview of the Fire Horse year for you. Okay, so pay attention to the signs. This is a great time for abundance, 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 with Jupiter being the ruling planet for Sagittarius. This is going to be a huge expansion for the divine ones, a huge expansion for the chosen ones, a huge expansion for those who've been investing in themselves. Okay. I'm getting like inventory expanding. Okay. So aura expansions, just expansion on love, expansion on everything at this time. Okay. Then I kept seeing like X, the letter X and the letter T. And I love that because Spirit kind of like rotated them. I said, ooh, they are like intertwined. So I seen the letter X and I seen a cross. And I kept seeing that because that's in a chart. And I was going to show y'all the chart. Damn, I'm going to have to show y'all the chart. Hold on. Okay, so here's the chart. Y'all see this X? Look at this big ass red X. Boom, boom. And then it's a cross here. It's a T, right? So Spirit kept showing me that. And I was like, okay, so what is X? X is the 24th letter in the alphabet, right? And 2 is all about values. It's all about wisdom. And so having knowledge of your values. And then 4 is all about your foundation and nourishing yourself, nourishment, right? So make sure that you know the values of yourself so that way you're able to nourish yourself. X is also attributed to that divine feminine energy, releasing things, to receive things at this time, okay? Also, receiving gifts. I'm getting like X-Men, right? So a lot of gifts coming in. X chromosomes being activated, DNA being activated, right? And And then that 2 plus 4 equals 6. And 6 is all about, you know, equality, beauty, balance, and health. So making sure that you are mentally, physically, emotionally, sexually, financially healthy, right? And then it gave me the letter T. And T was the 20th letter in the alphabet. And so this goes back to values, right? So valuing yourself and a value reset, right? With that T, speaking your truth, being in tune with that, and that crossroad, right? Being at a crossroad to expand. And also kind of got like the Wheel of Fortune energy. So things are turning in your favor for you to receive certain things, right? With that Jupiter energy. It's a lot of expansion. It's a lot of growth. Because this is right in the middle of this energy is Jupiter. Right? Right at the X. Boom, the X and a cross is right there. So if you really, you know, and then we in that Sagittarius season, if you really focus on growth and expansion, this is the perfect time to get in order, get things organized so you can get ready to take off in this fire horse year, because this is like a preview. And I encourage everyone to detox, to release something at this time. So that way you are in alignment with your higher self. Okay. So I'm going to leave that there. All right. So now we're going to deep dive into the astrology. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. Thank you so much for still being here. And yeah, so I'm gonna show y'all the chart one more time. We got a lot of things going on, right? We got the Sun, Mars, Venus in Sagittarius, Lilith, Mercury in Scorpio, South Node in Virgo, Jupiter in Cancer, the moon's in Gemini, Uranus in Taurus, Chiron in Aries. We got Neptune, Saturn, North Node in Pisces. And last but not least, Pluto in Aquarius. Okay. So we got a lot of teams popping off. And I'm about to break some of them down. Okay. So again, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I appreciate y'all. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. All right. So yes, I said we have the Sun, Venus, and Mars in Sagittarius. So this is all about focusing on initiating your higher value for self-growth and balancing that masculine and that feminine, because Venus and Mars are right in the middle of the Sun. Right? So Venus is all about love, values, money. Mars is all about initiation, masculine, blood, right? This is the sign for masculine, Mars. This is the sign for feminine, Venus, right? So balancing that love and values and that passion and that desire, so you can go higher, so you can go further at this time. And when you consecrate these things, when you get in tune with these things, to me, when I was looking at the Mars and the Venus symbol, they look like Sagittarius. They look like when you come together with yourself, right? The tip point is the top part of Mars. The bottom part is the bottom part of Venus, the Sagittarius sign. So it looks like both of those put together. And when you balance your lower mind with your higher mind, you take off, right? You get in tune and you're able to, like I said, focus and take off to whatever goals, desires, this higher sense of enlightenment for yourself. So that's going to be a big thing. That's also, Spirit also made me pick up the download. That's why I was feeling that love energy, right? Coming together with love and divine unions and twin flames and soulmates and partners at this time and other halves, because of that Mars and that Venus being together with the Sun, right? So this could be a time of great opposites, right? For evolution, or this could be a great time of coming together for evolution. And y'all could take that how y'all want to take it, all right? But I said coming together, divine unions, lots of babies will be made this winter. As in every winter, because it get cold and people like to cuddle. But this is where divine unions come together to create healer babies, star seeds, right? Enlightened ones, right? And that's where you get that Virgo energy, the healers, right? The Virgos come from when people come together in Sagittarius season. A baby is born 9 months later. And I might do like a video on signs where when they come together in certain seasons, how it creates the baby that is born, right? Because if you have someone of a higher mind that's tapping into higher wisdom, higher knowledge in the season of Sagittarius, you create a Virgo. And Virgos are very goal oriented. They pay attention to details. They're all about the health. They pay attention to everything, and they're all about balance, right? It's also this sense of perfectionism on the lower scale, right? But, you know, in control on a lower scale. But if you are alchemizing these energies and pouring to yourself for higher attunement, higher enlightenment, then you're able to rise past that. Okay, so yeah, I was just thinking about that. I'm like, wow, that's kind of deep. Like, yeah, a lot of people will be having children, making babies. And this could be a spiritual baby as well. It doesn't have to be physical, or working on new projects, the birth of yourself. A lot of good things from this energy if you're doing the work, okay, in that Sagittarius season. Like I said, this is a preview for a lot of us. That's what's going to happen for this fire horse year, okay? My next page of notes. And I said opposition of that Sagittarius energy is the full moon in Gemini at 13 degrees. So balancing your mind, your emotions, and being emotional intelligent with your mind, your body, and your family and siblings. Okay, this could be a time where some of us are having family issues, sibling issues. Just be mindful of that. Be mindful of the mother wound. Be mindful of the father wound. Be mindful of these family wounds, these family issues that may arise at this time. Just make sure that you're operating out of love, okay? And focusing on growth, not focusing on lower vibrational stuff. Okay, don't get caught up into the BS. Don't get caught up into that ego, right? Because that ego could be detrimental at this time if you let it overtake you. Sometimes you got to check your ego, all right? And make sure that you're operating from love, right? To grow for yourself, right? Okay. Then I said Uranus is in Taurus, retrograde at the 20th degree. So this is going back to your unique values for unique growth, because this is in opposition of Lilith and Scorpio. So hidden things will be revealed about your power, about money, about yourself, about sex, about love, and about partners, okay? So, like I said, this could be a sense of that really making sure that you are mindful of how you manage things. So making sure that you're doing time management, right? Making sure that you're managing your time wisely. Making sure that you're managing your money wisely. Making sure you're managing your body wisely, right? You don't want to just be doing certain things out of the lack of love, right? To fill a void for instant gratification. You really want to be sharing your time, sharing your body, sharing your mind with someone who is of value and someone that values you, all right? So make sure that you're managing your time, managing your love, managing your energy wisely at this time, okay? Lots of hidden attraction will be revealed. People coming up to you and people coming out to you, okay? So this could be a sense where people feel really comfortable and they want to share things. A lot of partners coming to you. I'm going to leave that there. In all ways. So just be open. Like I said, if you've been working on yourself, you're able to discern what is for you and what isn't for you at this time. Just be mindful. Okay, but it's a lot of love energy and a lot of sexual energy here. So just keep your antennas open, all right? And I said, pay attention. This is a peak. There's going to be a lot of energy coming in. This is a peak time of energy, okay? And I said, lots of Kundalini energy, so be mindful at this time. Practice discipline. If it's people you can trust, then engage. but don't get lost in the sauce. This is very potent energy. Okay, that divine love energy, that Kundalini energy will be very high and unlike no other. And I put it bold and I underlined it. So Spirit wanted me to emphasize very high and unlike no other. So you may have a few encounters. I hope y'all listening to me right now. You may have a few encounters. That's all I'm going to say. All right. It's going to be very magnetic. Very magnetic. So be mindful. All right. And be intentional with all communication. And I say that because Mercury is finally out of retrograde and it is in Scorpio. So use discernment as with this attraction energy, that attracting that love. You can be attracting vampires, you can be attracting leashes, and it's just to be aware. It's just to be mindful. So this is where, you know, snakes come in, you know, very deceiving, wolves in sheep clothing. Be mindful of all of that, as you know, this is where that poison, the venomous snakes come in, right? But also this is that wisdom, because what Spirit gave me was a snake, and not judging, but using discernment. Right? If you see, if you know, if you feel, listen to that. But if you healed yourself, then you're able to open up to receive. You just got to be very careful with this energy, because a snake can come in and it could be not poisonous and not bite you at all. It could be for enlightenment. Okay. So Spirit just gave me like the example of a snake coming in and being venomous, right? Or a snake coming in the pole opposite of that and tapping into enlightenment, tapping into wisdom, tapping into knowledge, right? That 9, the head of the snake. Okay. And I said, break out of that loop with self patterns and partners and taking accountability. This is deep, deep hidden communication with yourself and with others. So creating bonds with others at this time as well. Good and bad, all levels, pay attention. This is that bottom of the ocean energy, the bottom of that well energy. So deep, deep, deep in your subconscious mind, deep, deep, deep in your shadows, sitting at the root chakra and just sitting there and allowing everything that comes to you to come to you. This is one of my favorite chakra meditations that I do. All right, if y'all would like to do that, you know, all of that is in the description box, nudiamonds.net, book a session. Because when we doing the healing work, we really do the work. We don't just talk about it. We're really deep diving into our subconscious mind to uproot whatever, to see whatever, and take accountability for our own actions. That way we can heal and we not the problem. And if we is a problem, we fixing it because we the solution. Okay? All right. And I said, something will be revealed when it comes to abundance in all ways. Cross referencing things, getting a second opinion of things, being flexible and being open. That applies to everything, okay? Because that is that mutable cross energy. That is Sagittarius. Sagittarius is mutable fire. Gemini is mutable air. So being open with your mind and being open with your passions, but not too open that you get fandangled and finessed, okay? Getting finessed out them draws. So, okay, you better let nobody drain you loose at this time. Be mindful. But if it's somebody that you love and you're okay, it's going to be energy exchange. There's a difference between energy exchanging and energy draining. Okay. Okay. I said this is a new idea of self, and you tapping into new identities of yourself and letting go of old identities of yourself and things. Okay. Traveling interdimensionally after being still. Okay. So like I said, doing that shadow work, doing that meditation, doing those deep dive, doing that healing work, journaling, writing, dancing, whatever it is that you need to do to get to that sense of clarity, that eureka moment, that epiphany with yourself, do it. This is going to be a perfect time to do it. Okay. Traveling interdimensionally, going within to ascend. Okay. Also, I got like traveling, right? I've been saying this for a while. I said this on my Sagittarius energy reading. Travel will be an issue due to the weather, due to all of this energy being Sagittarius, because Sagittarius is about travel. Okay. So this is on a macro and on a micro, on an inner and on an outer level. Be mindful of that. But when something is shut down physically, that means that the floodgates are open spiritually. Okay. And I said, be still for 2 to 3 days if things feel chaotic, right? Because like I said, this is the mind. So if you're starting to get overwhelmed with certain things, this may be a time to sit your ass down. Just sit down, take a break, and detox. Go into meditation. That's why I'm detoxing. Because this ain't just about y'all healing. I'm getting myself together too. I ain't pointing the finger because I got 3 fingers pointing back. Yeah, I'm taking accountability for myself. I have things I need to work on as well. That's why I like to detox, to clear my mind, to cleanse my body, and to get spiritual uploads and downloads about what else needs to be worked on, what other goals that needs to be accomplished within myself and outside of myself at this time. All right. Yeah. Drop them gems in the chat. Okay. But I said, be still for 2 to 3 days. There may be chaos within the mind. This is just a test. Okay. And certain things will be blocked for protection. So if there's certain things that are blocked, certain things that aren't working out, certain things, certain opportunities with certain people that aren't going through, this is for your protection. Blessings in disguise. Okay. And this is where the divine reroutes you. Rerouting. That's the GPS. You went the wrong way. Well, we're rerouting you. You're going to take another way. All right. And rerouting, right? So uprooting things, repotting things, repotting the plant. You growing too big. You getting too big. It's time to open up. It's time to expand. It's time for some new roots, some new grass, some new dirt, some new nourishment. Okay, at this time. So just be open and be aware of these things at this time. And it's all for you to nurture yourself. It's all for you to heal yourself at this time. Okay, for that expansion that you want. Okay, and I also said Jupiter's at the 24th degree in Cancer, and it's at the crossroads of that XT in a trine. And when I wrote it down, I put XT, and it looks like A, it looks like extra. Looks like extra, read all about it. And I said, oh, okay. It's at the crossroads for extra energy, for extra abundance, for extra growth. This could be a time of extra things. Pressure, right? For that diamond to shine. All right. But extra love, extra hate. Just find the balance and you will be heavily rewarded. Chosen ones. Fine. This is the final test. This is the boss before the huge payout in Capricorn season. Because, you know, Capricorn is that big boss. It's the GOAT. So this is like the final test before we take off and get those rewards that we were patiently waiting for, that we also deserve. Okay. This is the calm before the storm, where it starts to rain diamonds, like on Neptune, due to the pressure and extracting the negative energy. You got this. You made it this far. Keep going. Push through the pain and it will become numb. You will feel pure bliss, joy, and excitement because you've tapped into your power. Love and prosperity is yours. It's here for you. Don't lose focus. Stay in the zone. This is spiritual crossing, the great leap, the great crossover. It's also a grand water trine. So something hidden or unexpected is going to come up or happen that you're going to have to have great discipline for. If you do, you have a great spiritual growth. Straight shot to the divine, one shot. You've been waiting for this. So stay focused, okay? And those are my astrology notes. I started to look at the chart and the chart started to speak to me, like the shapes in the chart. So I said, a great ship is coming in. And I kind of went deep on that. But something needs to be cut and something needs to be sacrificed in order to move forward. Okay. This is a test of your spiritual fortitude. And it's going to be 2 things coming in minimum. This may be more, but I got 2 things minimum that are going to be coming in. Okay. And one has more substance. One is more grounded. One is more rooted. So choose wisely. I got Wile E. Coyote. I put Wile E. Coyote. And it made me think of how he is always being tricked because of illusions, right? He'll run into that cave, but it's not really a cave. It's a wall. So be mindful of illusions right now, of the light, tricks of the magician. Be mindful. Cut shit out immediately that does not feel right or does not resonate. It will be revealed later on as to why. This is false lights, false prophets, false people, etc., etc. But major abundance if and when you push through. There's a huge congratulations in order for you. Okay? You will be on a higher plane of existence in a higher dimension where true bliss, and it may cause for hibernation, isolation, but you will receive that gratification in that realm, in that space. This is for the divine. This is for the divine ones. And do you question your trust with yourself? Okay. This is all for spiritual training. And this is all for that spiritual training that you've been doing for the past 4 years. Okay. You building up that trust with yourself. Okay. And the time is now for you to take off and spread your wings and fly and free your mind. 111. Drop them 111s in the chat. This is time for you to free yourself and fly. Okay? Because you now have a solid foundation. This is the birth of the new stars. And this could be new stars within ourselves. Like I said, birth of children. Or we may see birth of physical new stars in the sky at this time. Or new things underwater. Okay? You can see it in their eyes, in their aura glowing. Their soul is pure. Okay, because what Spirit gave me is new stars. And when I started to see a star, I started to see a figure. And you could see stars. Now, this is physical stars too. Okay, thank you, Spirit. This is physical stars too. So new stars begin to rise, right? And you could tell by who is a true star by looking in their eyes, looking in their soul. Piercing through their soul when you look in their eyes, right? They have this glow, they have this sparkle about them, right? Shout out to the divine ones, okay? And their aura glows. They have a beautiful aura, right? Aura farming, auraing, your aura's auraing, all these other crazy things this generation be saying, right? But they have these golden eyes, this pure soul glow. That's it. And this energy resides within a lot of us. A lot of us been doing the work. So a huge congratulations is in order. Okay, order in the court. All right. And that was my astrology chart messages that I got. I want to deep dive into my meditation and channel messages that I received. And the first thing that I seen was a big butterfly, or I should say big butterfly wings. That was afraid. As soon as I closed my eyes, I seen they were huge. And it made me think of like a twin jet nebula. And that always makes me think of 2 stars coming together, 2 energies coming together. Okay. The masculine, feminine coming together, whether this is within you or outside of you, to be one with the divine, to rise higher, raising that kundalini energy, that life force energy, your power, to reach enlightenment and activate that pineal gland, to expand that first eye, and just, be that beautiful earth angel, light worker that you truly are. Okay. And then it just slowly started moving, slowly started flying. And then it turned into like a bird, like coasting, which made me think of like the phoenix rising. Seagulls, when they just like glide in the sky. Birds, when they just glide in the sky. It was very beautiful energy. When you've been flying, you finally get pushed off the nest. Now you're just soaring. Now you're just gliding like, I'm free, right? I could imagine that's the freest a bird feels is when they just in the air gliding. Like, dang, it's beautiful. Butterfly just floating, right? So that's the energy that we're going to be feeling at this time, okay? This coasting, gliding, and sailing into a new timeline, air and sea, as above, so below. Because as the seagull glides, as the bird glides, the boat coasts as well, okay? Gliding and sailing in the air, on the sea, staying afloat, staying one, okay? And that way you can anchor yourself into this new energy. Okay. And then I seen someone like on a boat with a staff. It gave me 6 of Swords energy. So moving into a new direction with your mind. Okay. And I said I seen someone holding a staff or on a boat. It gave me the 6 of Swords energy. And the Hermit energy. Because I seen somebody holding a staff and it just kept going back to like Hermit energy and 6 of Swords. So this is a new spiritual journey, a new spiritual enlightenment, a new spiritual mastery with ourselves. And by us going into that isolation and being an alchemist, now we're heading in a new direction with ourselves at this time, okay? Spiritual maturity opens up a portal for divine communication. And I started to see a beak. And it was like doing this. And that made me think of like the phoenix, the divine communication, ancestors, spirit guides, entities, angels of the light, whatever you want to call it. All right. Some type of beautiful divine communication coming in. Okay. And then I started to see two sails of a boat. So the beak was doing this and then it turned like this. And then it looked like 2 sailboats. And it made me think of 2 planes of existence, choosing your direction. Like I said, that Wile E. Coyote energy, not getting caught up in an illusion of things because something has more substance. When you really sit down, sit back, and view it with your first eye, and your heart, and your intentions, and your higher mind, all right? After doing the healing, okay? So I said 2 planes of existence, and then I got the chills. And that made me think of relax, because you're going to get a lot of spiritual confirmation, a lot of spiritual resonance at this time. And then Spirit said, that's how you're going to go into Capricorn season. You're going to go into Capricorn season very calm, very sure, very aware of who you are and what things are at this time. Okay. And then the energy started to shift. I had something playing on my TV and I started to hear angel chimes. I started to hear bells and like, it sounded like Christmas. Okay. And I was like, okay, I was just channeling Capricorn energy. And then I started to hear angel chimes and bells like Christmas. It was a commercial on the TV and it was talking about Christmas. And I was like, okay, confirmation. So you're going to be getting a lot of confirmation, a lot of spiritual synchronicities that resonate with you for your journey at this time. Okay, a lot of synchronicities. Just be calm and confident, okay, as you're starting to tap into this new sense of walking in your power. Because I started to see shoes, like boots. And that lets me know like boots on the ground, being confident, stepping into this new season with your head held up high. And then Spirit said one more message. And I was like, okay. And I started to see a kite. And that always made me think of a higher plane of existence. Like I said, that gliding energy and being in alignment with your higher mind, okay? Energetically releasing something after a buildup of something, okay? So releasing energy to receive new energy. Releasing old energy to receive new energy. And get ready to be embraced by the divine, okay? And then I seen a figure with a robe, open up his robe. And then it was like a little kid came in and ran, and then the robe closed. The Spirit closed the robe on him. Like, it really gave me a sense of like big mama, grandmother energy coming in and embracing the grandkids. That's what it made me think of. And it was just very comforting, very fulfilling, like this cuddling energy, this loving energy, divine love energy. Okay. So I said, get ready to be embraced and open up your arms to receive. This is divine nourishment. Being hugged by the divine mother, the great mother, and Father Universe. Sorry, y'all. Get ready to be hugged by the great mother, Big Mama, Universe energy, and Father Spirit energy. You are protected. You are guided. You are divine. You are abundant. So Spirit was giving me a lot of positive affirmations to go over. So tap into them positive affirmations at this time, and just continue to pour into yourself. We have reached in a new time and space, and it is about you. It's about being comfortable with sitting with yourself and not needing external validation for anything. And when you get centered in that self-discovery of this new identity of self and this upgrade energy with yourself, you start to open up to more divine abundance from within. That inner light starts to shine without. It starts to shine out, okay? Because you're going to shine with or without the gratification externally anyway. So just do your thing and find what works best for you at this time. Okay, you guys? And I think that were all of my notes. Yeah. Another thing is knowing your worth and not compromising. Okay? So just continue to pour into yourself, continue to love yourself, continue to do the work, and it will show as you continue to grow and know who you are. Okay, you guys? I love you guys so much. That was my energy reading. Let me know what you guys think. Drop some comments in the chat. If you guys would like to, look for any of my products, book any sessions, all of that is down in the description box. My website is nudiamonds.net, Nudiamonds, and .net. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thank y'all so much. Shout out to Soul Tribe. Shout out to the members. Shout out to everybody who's doing a detox. We're about to knock this out and come out even brighter, smarter, more vibrant than ever when we're all done. So I love y'all, and I catch you on the next one. Peace.